You are lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. It's 3 a.m. and you are wide awake. You feel like your body is broken because you can't get those 8 hours of perfect sleep. You feel anxious. You reach for your phone to check the time, and the panic sets in. But here's the truth. We weren't always like this. For thousands of years, humans did not sleep in one solid block. They slept in 2 stages. Imagine it's the year 1650. The sun has just set, and the village is covered in a blanket of true, heavy darkness. There are no streetlights, no glowing screens, and no hum of electricity. You aren't fighting sleep, you're embracing it. You go to bed at 8 p.m. because there's simply nothing else to do. But then, something strange happens. At 1 a.m., your eyes snap open. You aren't tired. You aren't anxious. You feel a strange sense of peace. This period between the 2 sleeps was the most magical hour of the day. They didn't call it insomnia. They called it living. Imagine waking up in a quiet wooden house. The fire has turned into glowing embers. You stand up, stretch, and put another log on the fire. This was a chore, but a vital one. Without that fire, the house would freeze, and the family would be vulnerable. During this midnight watch, the world felt different. People would sit by the hearth and simply think. They would process the day's events. Some would pick up a book, not a digital one, but a heavy leather-bound volume, and read by the flickering light of a single tallow candle. Others would use this time to perform delicate tasks that required quiet focus, like mending a torn shirt or sharpening a tool. But it wasn't just a lonely time. In many villages, you would hear the soft murmur of voices through the walls. Neighbors would sometimes walk over to each other's houses for a quick chat, or to share a small midnight snack of bread and cheese. It was a social hour in a world that was usually too busy during the day. Medical records suggest that doctors believed this was the best time for deep study or for couples to conceive children, as the body was rested, but the mind was alert. Why was this happening? Science tells us that during this midnight gap, the human brain produces high levels of prolactin, a hormone that creates an intense sense of tranquility. It's the same feeling you get after a long, satisfying meal. Our ancestors weren't stuck awake. They were enjoying a biological gift. From an evolutionary standpoint, this was our safety net. While the world slept in the deep forest, someone had to be awake to listen for the snap of a twig or the growl of a wolf. In the wild, being unconscious for 8 hours was a death sentence. Waking up allowed us to stoke the fire and guard the tribe. We were the guardians of the night. Then, the world grew louder. In the 1800s, the rhythm of the seasons was replaced by the rhythm of the factory whistle. The Industrial Revolution demanded a new kind of human, one that could work 12 hours straight. Time became money. Efficiency became more important than biology. In 1879, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb. He effectively conquered the night. We pushed back the darkness, but we lost our connection to the earth. Today, we carry the sun in our pockets. Blue light from our screens tricks our brains into thinking it's always daytime. We are fighting millions of years of biology. So, if you wake up at 3 a.m. tonight, don't worry. Your brain isn't broken. It's just remembering how to be human. Accept the quiet and let your body rest. Subscribe to Story Morsels for more bits of truth. Good night.